Imagine walking down the street, looking at a cafe, and having your technology handle everything you want to do with it completely invisibly, without you ever touching a screen or typing a word. This is the specific promise of Google's Android XR smart glasses. Through a combination of voice commands and eye tracking, you can look at a storefront, have the AI analyze the menu based on online reviews, and place your coffee order. The appeal here is what the industry calls ambient computing. The goal is to amplify human capabilities by making the hardware fade entirely into the background of daily life. Tech giants want us focused on this frictionless, utopian future. But right beneath the surface, the foundational technology holding this vision together is already fracturing. On May 22, 2026, Google's core product experienced a bizarre identity crisis. When users typed common action words into Google Search, words like ignore, dismiss, or disregard, they didn't get dictionary definitions or links to websites. Instead, the AI abandoned its search protocols and replied like an obedient chatbot awaiting orders, saying things like, "Got it. If you need anything else, just let me know." The root cause was a failure in context disambiguation. The AI system was completely unable to tell the difference between a user searching for information about a word and a user giving the software a direct conversational command. Google is forcing its most reliable tools into this AI paradigm before the models can even distinguish between a request for data and a request for a chat. Google has made the transition official. Search is now AI search. The era of the 10 blue links is permanently over. This diagram maps out the traditional web economy. For 25 years, search engines drove user traffic to independent websites. Those visits generated advertising revenue, and that revenue funded human creators to make more content. But direct AI summaries now intercept the user. When the AI answers your question instantly at the top of the page, you don't click through to the source. The website traffic zeroes out, and the source websites are starved of revenue. This triggers a broken feedback loop. If creators stop producing content because they can't get paid, the AI loses its only source of fresh training data. By starving the creators, the AI actively degrades its own quality over time. Competitors are already building lifeboats. Meta quietly launched a standalone app called Forum, a defensive move designed to wall off its 1.8 billion Facebook Groups users into a closed AI-integrated ecosystem, keeping them safe from the dying open web. The tech industry is actively dismantling the economic foundation of the internet to feed its AI ambitions, trading long-term sustainability for short-term convenience. While AI search targets the economy of the web, another application of the technology is dismantling the most personal boundaries we have left, the privacy of the dead. Take the National Transportation Safety Board. For decades, they have routinely published accident investigation files for public transparency, including documents from the tragic crash of UPS Flight 2976. Because releasing the actual audio from a cockpit voice recorder is highly sensitive, the NTSB historically released spectrograms instead. A spectrogram is just a visual image, a graph showing how audio frequencies change over time. For years, it was considered a safe, silent public record. That assumption ended in May 2026. Internet users took these public images and fed the visual data into AI neural vocoders, software designed to read phonetic patterns and translate visual frequencies back into physical sound waves. The result was the completely unauthorized reconstruction of the deceased pilot's actual voices during their final moments. The immediate fallout forced the NTSB to lock down public access to 42 active investigations to prevent anyone else from cloning victims' voices. Standard government transparency practices have been weaponized into tools for posthumous deepfakes, proving that existing ethical and legal frameworks were not built for a world where images can be heard. The 10 blue links and the old assumptions about digital privacy are gone. We now live in an aggressive, unpredictable AI-first reality. For businesses and creators, survival means abandoning search engine optimization. You have to build direct human relationships and offer irreplaceable physical or community experiences that an algorithm cannot summarize or steal. At the macro level, we urgently need international regulatory frameworks to address massive legal gray areas, specifically regarding posthumous data usage and content compensation. Silicon Valley's old mantra of move fast and break things works fine for testing social media features. It fails disastrously when applied to global information engines and sensitive public records. We have to aggressively demand ethical guardrails, because if we've learned anything, it's that just because artificial intelligence can do something, it absolutely does not mean it should.